I was 2 when May was born. My sister was everything that I wasn't. Where I was shy and fearful, May was incredibly brave and had a kind of light about her. She was so confident in herself, no matter how tremendous the situation. And despite the fact that she was younger than me, she stood up for me fiercely. May was a constant in my life, and even when our vastly different personalities clashed and we quarreled, we had a deep understanding of one another. We were best friends. When May was just 4 years old, she developed a fever, and rashes started to appear all over her body. My parents brought her to the doctors, but the results were inconclusive, so they were forced to take her to the hospital. Suddenly, my sister's days were filled with IV treatments and blood tests. My family was filled with the uncertainty and impatience that a hospital stay brings. As time passed, my sister was missing important milestones in her childhood. Her 5th birthday, starting kindergarten, the big dance recital. For the first time ever, May and I were separated. We missed each other like crazy, and any stolen moment with her quickly became the highlight of my day. I remember missing school just to have a phone call with her and staying up late at night to visit her in her hotel room. But as the months passed, her condition worsened while doctors scrambled to find out what was happening to her. I can still recall bits of that day. I had just come home after another sleepless night at my aunt's house. I burst through the door with a smile on my face, only to find my parents crying in the living room. I remember the news hitting me like a punch in the face and the feeling that I had just been told a sick joke. This was not supposed to happen. By the time I got to say goodbye, my sister had been cold for days. I couldn't comprehend what was happening to my world. Everything had changed overnight. I was alone now, abandoned. For the first time in my young life, I feared what the future had in store for me. Who would I have when my parents were gone? Where was my constant? Years pass and the memories of that day fade, but the feeling of disbelief has never left me. Sometimes I feel guilty, other times I'm bitter. Seeing my peers with their siblings reminds me of what I had and what they got to keep. I'm haunted by the fact that my sister lost her entire future, years of wonderful experiences and potential that I still have access to, that I'm wasting. I think that morning was my first taste of reality. Death became real to me, but suddenly I felt so distant from everything. Fortunately, on that day, I also had my first experience with the kindness that can come from others. The compassion that I witnessed has stuck with me for years and changed the way that I react when I see others facing their own obstacles. It was my friends and family that took a situation that could have left me broken and turned it into the most important lesson I will ever receive. I cherish every moment I had with May and appreciate the impact that she continues to have on my life. Sometimes, I feel like if I look up, I'll see her peeking down at me from the top bunk or playing on the floor with her dolls. But the bunk bed has been taken down, her dolls given away. In my mind, my sister will always remain a child while I'm forced to grow up and allow the memories of her to fade away. It can be difficult when something as simple as remembering the sound of her voice has become a challenge for me, but I don't fear the future anymore. I will always be the sister she loved, the sister she cherished, and the sister she believed in. May's light remains inside of me forever, and I will never let her go. Thank you.